So this is the HF96V Thermal Camera with visual camera by HFSTOOLS. It's got a 240 by 240 super resolution screen. It also has 96 by 96 infrared resolution. One of the things that makes this version different than a lot of the other versions out there is it's got a visual camera, a thermal camera, and a fusion camera. It allows you to take kind of snapshots or screenshots of this. You also have 7 selected color palettes that allow you flexibility depending on what you're using this for. So if you work in the energy field, electrician, a plumber, crawl spaces, maybe you're doing coding with different things with houses and builds and stuff like that, this is going to be a great tool for you. As far as the temperature, it's going to go down to -4 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 1022 degrees Fahrenheit. It's got an IP54 framed camera, infrared camera. So we'll jump into all of the details of the camera, including the snapshots here. So I'll be basically using my phone camera showing you what shows up here, and then we'll jump into everything. So let's go. Okay, so out of the box, you're going to get a thank you with an email. You're going to get user manual, go through all the details, has different languages, talks all about setting up everything here. You can see all the details here as far as your live view, thermal, your power on, stuff like that. So here is the actual camera itself. So just want to give you some measurements. So it's about 7-8 inches long. It's max, it's 3 inches thick, and then probably 2 inches wide. Yeah, 2 inches wide. Here's your LCD screen here that has all the stuff here. Peel that off. I'm going to set this here again. This is the HF96V version. Imagine this is going to be your charging cable. And hopefully it's what I think it is, and it is. Oh, nice, it gives you a dual adapter, right? So you can see here you've got a USB-C, classic USB, and then you've got another USB-C here. So you can go USB-C to USB-C or classic USB-C. Let's just pull this out really quick and unwind this. I'm going to say we're 4 feet on our cord. Yeah, a foot times 4, yeah. So 4 there. And I'm just going to turn this on really quick and see if we have any juice in it. Nice thing is about this tool is you can do firmware updates. So we are getting some, oh, there we go. We're going to get some early settings. Let me just turn off this above overhead camera light. And we're going to do 12-hour time. And you can see we're already getting some thermal activity as I turn this around. You can see there's my hand underneath it right there. So it's going to give you some settings here that I can actually go back in and change: emissivity, distance, display settings, image settings, super resolution. So you would just hit the down button. And here's your palettes that we talked about earlier. So if I click on palettes, we can go white hot, black, rainbow, iron bow, which is I think most people see a lot of, red hot, fusion. So you have a lot of different. So we're going to select white hot and go back. And again, you'll see we've got this. And you can hopefully see on my hand, there we go, there's that laser. So you can actually, when you get into crawl spaces or different things like that, you can use that laser to get some temperature. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to move around a couple different spots in my house, probably over by a window, a door, just so you can see some of that thermal activity. What I'm actually going to do too is display settings. I'm going to go back to the palettes. I'm going to go back to the iron bow because I think that's the one that most people are used to. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to use this, and just bear with me. I'm going to try and put my phone on my chest and get some good images here, but let's pause this and we'll start showing you some things. So you can see right here, I'm just in my kind of studio, and there's the laser right there. So I'm pointing it down at the bottom of the window. You can see that we've got some cold air obviously coming in. And then when I hit this button right here, capture succeeded, right? So I just captured that image right there, and it's actually going through. So let me go to a different place and see if we can get some other stuff here. So again, looking at my computer, you can see there, you can see my power plug is running a little bit hot. As we come over here, you can see the door. We're going up to the wall. There's the light switch right there. Pull this back a little bit so you can see. There's a light switch right there as we get closer to the door. Pretty good. All right, we've got this corner right here. So we go down a little bit lower. You can see right there. So let's go in and get some pictures of some pipes and different things like that so you can see which one's running which. Okay, again, so you can see we've got our furnace here. You can see here, we're going to jump over to our water heater, and you can see right here as we go up, you can see, which pipes are running hot water, which are running cold. And you can see on the actual, so we get back over to more pipes. The thing I really like about this is you can see that it's actually identifying that pipe, right? So you can see that little blinking thing, and then again, when I pull the trigger, so I get over, it's showing me that pipe, and so I can just, right, hit this, give me a distance again. If I go down, gives me a different view. Again, so this is kind of the deeper view. So there, and then back to our thermal. And then again, you can see that I've got that laser right there, so I can point it right at directly what I'm at. And those little finders right here on the screen are going right at that piping. So pretty awesome tool. It's picking up all sorts of stuff. Right. Again, back to our thermal. Those are the different variations that you could see. As I get down to the floor, it's a little bit cooler. This room generally runs hot, right, with a furnace and a water heater in it. So a couple final thoughts on this. One of the things that, as I was going through and unboxing and doing everything, I would love it if it had like some sort of carrying case or something like that. I mean, if you're a professional and you're using this on a regular basis, you probably already have a bag or something that you put it in, like a tool set or something like that, or a bucket or whatever. The other thing that you saw on the screen that I forgot to mention, though, is basically a temperature gauge. So it was giving you the temperature within or on that screen. And the discrepancy is a ±2% as far as the temperature readings discrepancies. So you're going to get a really, really accurate temperature there. Unless you have to have something that's absolutely 100% correct on, then, but I mean, ±2%, you're going to be within 1-2 degrees, depending on what you're looking at. So the other thing that I forgot to mention was there is a lifetime firmware updates and technical support. So when you get one of these, you have lifetime firmware. My assumption is that you plug it in your computer and you can do that. It might be done wirelessly, but my assumption is, again, that it's done through the computer on those updates. So you could probably gather more by checking out all of the information on their website. The live super resolution tool I showed you, right? Again, we had the 96 by 96 thermal imaging, the 240 by 240 during live viewing and capturing. You could see that in my camera. It looks way better in person than it does just on my phone because you've got the pixelated, vision of another version of another image. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. If you have questions, reach out to the company.